Welcome, race fans. Tonight we're at Daytona for the season finale here of Maximum Velocity, and we welcome all of you to watch a good race here. This is, like I said, the season finale. 100 laps are going to be racing, and I'm no doubt in my mind it's going to be a great show here. So make sure you do stay tuned in all the way to the end because it's going to be exciting. We've always seen good, exciting races here at Maximum Velocity. We cover their races every other week, so it's a good time to tune in here at MaxSpeedTV, and I wanted to thank all of you for tuning in, especially. So, all right, well, I think they're getting ready here for another pit party. We've got a little over 11 and a half minutes here until qualifying, so we'll stay with them and enjoy some tunes while you're kicking back and waiting for race time. Okay, 2.5 minutes, still qualifying, folks. All right, just a few more seconds here until qualifying begins. We'd like to thank all of you folks that are joining in here tonight to watch this broadcast. We appreciate it here at MaxSpeedTV. You can follow us at Facebook, facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And also check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com. So again, thanks for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. All right, that'll conclude the practice here. And we will be stepping away here to play our national anthem. And we will be right back.
Guys.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, as we wait here for qualifying times to come in, I'm going to step away for just a quick minute here and get me some water to drink. I'll be right back. Well, that didn't take long for times to come in. Everybody already on top of the board here. Justin Michael, no surprise there for him coming in on the pole. Got coming into tonight here, the points battle is only pretty much kind of carved in stone here. Tommy Lee looks like he is going to win the championship. All he's got to do is start and park, and I think that's what he's planning on doing. And he'll be joining us in the booth here. And I believe he's going to help me commentate the race. He said he just wants to turn a lap or two and get that position on the board. So hopefully he does join us in the booth. That would be really awesome. We'll have to make sure we give him a big congratulations for winning the championship. It looks like he's starting back in about 5th there right now. Not a huge field here tonight, but we've got a lot of non-qualifiers, guys starting, toward the back. Tyler Stanley in 2nd, Scott Sanderson 3rd, Scott Brinson 4th. And it looks like that is going to wrap up qualifying. It looks like we had about 15 qualifiers. So we're going to get down here trackside and we'll get everybody accounted for. All right, Justin Michael on the pole with a 47.7 or 49, excuse me, .748. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole there. Tyler Stanley only 2/1000ths of a second slower, coming in 2nd. Scott Sanderson in 3rd. Scott Brinson 4th. We got the Scott and Scott show there starting on the 2nd row. Tommy Lee going to be in 5th place. Lee Ridge 6th. Wally Turheimer in 7th. Sean Zulu 8th. Johnny Smith in 9th. Martin Porter 10th. Chris Mohall in 11th. Donald Sadusky 12th. Anthony Corey in 13th, Craig Hawkins 15th, or 14th, excuse me. DeJuan Chandler, last one to qualify, starting in the 15th place. Cody Griffin, first one to not qualify tonight, starting 16th. Robert O'Neill 17th. Travis Browder 18th. Kerry Cleaver going to be starting 20th, and Chris Voiles rounding out the field in shotgun position, starting 21st.
Going on, Rudy?
Hey, Tommy, I thought you were going to start and park.
I am.
Okay.
That's what I was just telling him. I was like, I had no clue why I qualified.
Well, it's in our blood.
Yeah. Just me being asleep over here.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you start and park, man, I take back everything I said about you. I'm kidding.
I never take what you say to me to heart because it's always crazy.
Okay. Well, are you watching the broadcast?
Yeah, I've got it turned on over here. Like I said, I'm gonna go out where cars are starting to roll off, so I'm gonna move over here on pit road and let everybody go and go to the back.
Okay. Does it look all right?
Oh yeah.
Look better than it did Tuesday night, huh?
Oh God, it was real bad Tuesday.
Oh man, I don't know what was going on with YouTube Tuesday night, but it was crazy. Crazy stuff. Well, all the paints have finally come through. Like I said, it's an iRacing thing. It's out of my hands. I restarted my computer, come back and refired up Trading Paints again, refreshed, and then they finally come through. So some people it works okay and other people don't. See, I have mine set to delete all the paints.
I think that's the way mine's set up.
Yeah, because I don't if you don't, it'll keep refreshing and refreshing and refreshing, and it'll pop back and forth, old paints, new paints, old paints, new paints, right in the same broadcast, you know. So that's why I usually have that shut off. So I unchecked it this time to make sure that it doesn't delete them, but I want to go back to the other way. So
Right, 10-4.
you know, because if you uncheck that, it won't keep doing that. It won't keep refreshing.
Okay. Hey, hang on 1 second for me, Rudy.
All right, folks, we're about ready to unleash them here. As they're coming around out of turn 4, and the pace car is going to be making that hard left turn on pit road, and Justin Michael will get the green flag. Pace car's in. Green, green, green. Here we go. Get them wound up here, boys. Pretty good sized field here tonight. All right, Scott Sanderson not wasting any time trying to get up there. Oh, Michael blinking out like crazy there. Tyler Stanley on the high side working with Scott Brinson. Boy, Justin Michael is really blinking. Something fierce there. And Tyler Stanley for the lead. Him and Scott do get a pretty good run there, get by Justin Michael. It looks like Tyler Stanley will be our leader coming to the line this time, unless Lee Ridge can get up there with him. Oh no! Oh no! Caution on the track right away. And that was terrible right there what happened. It looked like, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I'm not even going to say. Don't even want to speculate on that one. Looks like Lee Ridge coming down here. He's getting really close trying to get that side draft. Tyler Stanley staying right on the bottom there. He's got Scott Brinson with him. And it looks like Lee Ridge, for whatever reason, just comes right on into Tyler Stanley. Oh, man, lots of guys going to get tore up on that one, folks. So off of the first lap, he didn't even get the lead the first lap. Scott Brinson led the first lap. Wow, crazy stuff already. And we've got, let's see, Scott Brinson will be scored as our leader. I think Sean Zulu went a little bit ahead of things there. So it looks like right now the only one on pit road, Donald Sadusky, had to do a tow to pit road. Scott Brinson will lead the first lap of the race, coming around to lead the second lap. I suppose probably pit road. Yeah, there'll be some guys here that will be coming to pit road. These guys in the back that got damaged. Lee Ridge trying to get on to pit road here. He's got a lot. He's crippled pretty bad. A lot of smokers coming down pit road, folks. You see them all come to their pit stalls here. I don't know if they've got any resets or not. I forgot to ask. One way to find out, huh?
Yeah, Rudy, they've got two resets is what they get.
2 resets. Okay, so everybody resetting and heading back out. Kind of a shame for some of them guys already getting tore up and having to use a reset, and they didn't even complete the first lap.
Yep.
So. And are you out, Tommy?
Yeah, I just went ahead and pulled her down pit road. I'm going to get back in it with about 2 or so to go and finish it off out there. That way I can go out there and do my celebration.
All right. Very good. Very good. Cool. Well, Scott Brinson ought to be in his height to glory out there in the front right now. Be Sean Zulu starting second, Justin Michael third, Martin Porter fourth, Scott Sanderson fifth, Wally Turheimer sixth, the Hardy's Machine in the sixth place, Anthony Corey seventh, Craig Hawkins ninth, Chris Boyles eighth, excuse me. Chris Boyles ninth, and Lee Ridge will be in 10th place.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, they get 2 resets, but you always hate to see something happen this early in the race because with these Talladega races, I mean, they're always so unpredictable. Slightest little slip up, just like that. I mean, he come down to get some side draft, came down too far, and made contact with the guys below him. And, of course, that right there caused a big wreck, and a lot of people had to use their first reset. So now everybody else has got to be what they call walking on eggshells for the rest of it.
Yeah, with only one reset left and you got about 95 laps to go. Whew. Man, it's gonna be you got to save it just as long as you possibly can.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's the reason why normally I like to ride at the back of these things. And now that they fixed the draft pack, I will be at the back from now on with these things because they put it back to where you could actually draft and catch up to people.
Good.
So it wouldn't surprise me if I mean with Scott Brinson being up front like he is, he'll probably stay there. You got Tyler Stanley and Cody Griffin in the back, depending on what their mood set is. I mean, they've used a reset right there. So if I was them, I'm dropping a second behind the pack and I'm riding. That's all I'm doing.
Yep, that'd be a good safe bet. Well, they should get the 1 to go here. Yeah, lights are off on the pace car, ready to go green.
1 to go, double up.
Well, Tommy, you're going to win some money tonight.
That's right. That's the least amount of laps I've ever had to turn to make some money.
There you go. Well, it's been a pretty good season for you.
Yeah, I don't want to say, hell, the guys over here are great. Get out here, run, have some fun. I'm looking forward to next season to finish this year off, and then really looking forward to the to next year's season. I think it's going to be great.
Oh yeah. All right, Scott Brinson and Sean Zulu going to be starting out here on the front row, waiting on the green flag. Looks like we only got one truck a lap down, Donald Sadusky. All right, pace car heads for pit road, and it's green already. Boy, what a good start Scott got there.
Yeah, Scott jumped on that loud pedal early. He doesn't see what was happening and says, I'm getting out of this.
Everybody gets up to fourth gear here. DeJuan Chandler, I noticed, stopped on pit road there, but he's back quite a ways behind this pack, and he's going to be back there with no partner to dance with. And well off of the pace. Wow. Good pack going on here, though. Justin Michael trying to stay right there. Martin Porter on the high side trying to get a run. And he's working with Scott Sanderson. Boy, and I'll tell you what, Scott has to lift off the pedal there. Martin Porter's blinking a little bit. I think that kind of spooked him just a little. And Scott Brinson leads that lap again.
Yeah, Scott sporting the Chicago Blackhawks scheme, won the 2015 Stanley Cup, and I know he'd like to put a trophy on the shelf tonight to go along with the paint scheme.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anthony Corey in 6th place. We've got a lot of guys that are kind of shifting around a little bit there. I've seen Cody Griffin. Looked like he might have got into the back there of Chris Boyles just a little bit, but he seemed to be okay. Lee Ridge now back in 11th. Tyler Stanley 12th. These guys being a little more patient back here, single file. Johnny Smith in 13th. And it's quite a ways back to Chris Mulhall and Kerry Cleaver, bringing around another group, Robert O'Neill, Travis Browder, and D1. No, that's not D1. Donald Sadusky's mixed in with them guys. And D1 Chandler, 19 seconds back. Late pit stop for him. Didn't get off pit road in time. So he's back here without a partner and dropping like a rock. Back up front here, Scott Brinson comes around to lead the 8th lap for him. He's led all the laps so far.
Yeah, he was really excited to come here tonight, Rudy. I mean, Scott always runs good these super speedways. So, I mean, he's going to be a pretty tough contender to try to beat tonight. But I do know the two that are lined up behind him, Sean Zulu and Justin Michael, are working together tonight. So if it comes down to this same order right here at the end of the race, they're probably going to hang him out to dry.
Probably. Yeah, they have been really, really wicked lately. Sean Zulu and Justin Michael there have been really wicked working together. Man, a lot of good team ups that they've done and had a good season. Mark Porter is still trying to get by on that outside, but boy, I think with his blinking, Scott Sanderson's just a little bit leery of trying to get hooked up on his bumper to give him a push.
Yeah, the only good thing with that blinking, and I don't know if it still is the same way as it used to be. It used to be with the guy blinking in front of you, you could still draft, but he was with the blinking, your truck wouldn't get hot. So I always like to get behind somebody that was blinking but not real bad, because you could sit there and just push like crazy the whole time and the truck never get hot. But it looks like they've changed all that to where you can't do that now.
Cody Griffin in 8th. Right in the middle of the pack here. These guys 2x2 all the way back. Looks like back to 8th place there, and then it kind of single files out. Good racing though. Tyler Stanley in 10th, right behind Cody. I guess it is further back. Craig Hawkins in the Tide Ride on the inside in 9th. These guys are being a little cautious now after that first wreck there. Oop, Tyler blinking a little bit. Ooh. Lee Ridge back here in 12th place. We've got a pretty good pull away there. Chris Boyle's kind of falling in behind Johnny Smith in the number 75, falling right in behind Chris now. And then it's about a second back to Kerry Cleaver and Robert O'Neill, and they've pulled away from Chris Mulhall and Travis Browder. Nice looking truck Chris has got there. I like that.
Uh-huh.
Sharp looking.
Yeah, he does all his own paint work, so it's always real good.
Yeah, someday when I'm retired, permanently retired, maybe I can sit down and learn how to paint.
You are permanently retired.
Yeah, pretty much.
We all know you're old.
Well, we got a brand new leader here. Martin Porter and Scott Sanderson get a heck of a run right there and get by Scott Brinson. It looks like Martin Porter coming to the line is going to be the leader of this lap.
I wouldn't count that red 3 truck out, though. He knows how to work draft here and everything, so him being right there pushing the 73 of Anthony Corey, I think they're going to try to get around these guys.
Yeah, they're working at it there. Boy, that outside line has really been fast tonight. The guys have been able to team up and get by the leaders. So that's oh no no no! Oh no! We got another big pile up. This is going to be a big one here. Oh man, that's a big one. I did not see exactly what happened there, but we're fixing to find out here.
Yeah, it looked like the 3 of Cody Griffin just went up the track, and they sent their battle out like a year ago. The Cup cars at Super Speedways. If you go and push on that left rear corner, it would spin the guy out every time, and that's what happened. 73 went up the track just a little bit, and Cody got on that left rear corner, and it turned him right down.
Dang, boy, that tore up a lot of trucks out there. A lot of guys are going to have to use their last resets already here on lap 15. So Cody is actually scored as our leader right now, which he has not. Well, he actually did lead that lap. Tyler Stanley back up front in second. Scott Brinson, now I think Scott got a little bit of rear damage on that. Yeah, he's got a little tailgate damage and a little nose damage too, so we may see him come down pit road here and get that fixed up. Not sure if Cody may come down pit road. Kind of taking a look here. Yep, he's bringing them all down pit road. I think everybody's coming in to get their trucks assessed and see what kind of damage they're going to have. And Tommy Lee's still sitting on pit road.
That's right.
That's right. Championship in hand. Justin Michael with damage on the nose, got that fixed. Hey, how the heck did Lee Ridge get out so fast? Wow. Chris Mulhall will be scored as our leader. Hasn't technically led a lap yet, but got the Nationwide Chevrolet in the front. I noticed looks like a couple of trucks. Well, no, I'm not sure. Let's see. Donald Sadusky. Yeah, he does have a little bit of damage on his truck.
Donald didn't take a use a reset on that first one.
Yeah. Travis Browder, he appears to be okay. DeJuan Chandler staying out, finally getting caught up to the field. That was a good thing for him. That caution saved him from going a lap down.
Yeah.
So,
if I'm looking at this right, and just by going the ones that were in the accident, this should have been Lee Ridge's second reset, and yeah, it should be, and that should be the only one that has used their second reset.
Yeah. Be a long race without them.
Exactly.
I want to get it.
Where I'd be riding around the back.
Yeah, you don't want to get in too many more wrecks. Well, we'll be here tomorrow night about this time with Checkers Out Racing. I believe they're starting at Daytona too. So, and that'll be actually kind of a short race. I'm not really sure exactly how many laps it is. Like 75 laps or something. And it's in the Nationwide '09 car. So that'll be
the ARCA car.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty good race.
I always like those cars.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like everybody's got their truck fixed up. Except Johnny Smith still got a pretty good bit of damage in the camouflaged pad truck. Robert O'Neill, front end tore up on his pretty bad in the DIYSim.com mobile. And Chris Mulhall in the Nationwide Insurance has got some right front damage on his.
Well, they should get the one to go.
Yep, they just got 2 to go. Sorry, yeah. I got a wrong notification on that one. Somebody come up and say 2 to go, and then immediately it went to 1 to go. So
yeah. So they'll be doubling up here.
Crackheads.
Lee Ridge starting on the outside of Chris Mulhall. Let's see if how much that damage is going to slow up Chris. But he did lead a couple of laps, and he'll get the point for leading a lap.
That's the only thing. They don't do the bonus points for leading laps here.
Oh, they don't?
You get 5 bonus points for winning the race, and then 5 bonus points for leading the most laps.
Oh.
That's the only bonus points they give.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Wow, I didn't know that. Every league
that was
does
part of my
different.
thought, too, that I was going to go out there and sit on the pole and be able to get me an extra bonus point. That way it wouldn't be so close. Because like I told, like me and Joseph was talking, he could win this if I wouldn't have showed up tonight. He'd have had to win the race, lead the most laps, get max points, which is 53 points, is what he would have had to get, and he would have beat me by 2 points if I wouldn't have showed up at all tonight. So pretty much me showing up and taking the green flag kind of solidified it.
Oh, there you go. Well, get them going, Tommy. If you want to.
And 4. See if I can do as good as Ed does. All right, the Ford Mustang pace cars off, and Chris Mulhall is in the gas. Green, green, green. Boogity, boogity, boogie. Let's go racing, boys.
All right, good start by Chris Mulhall. Wally Turheimer falling right in behind him. And Scott Brinson back up in 3rd. Lee Ridge up on the high side. Him and Cody Griffin trying to make a run here. Chris
Chris realized that damage is really slowing him down, so he was going to go ahead and move over and get out of everybody's way.
Oh. Cody Griffin gets dumped off by Lee Ridge.
Ouch. I bet he won't forget that one.
That's not a good thing there. Now he tries to go back up and recover from that. I'm sure Cody probably gave him a cussing out right there.
I know I would have.
Yeah, what are you doing? So Wally Turheimer is in the lead now. Scott Brinson 2nd. Lee did get to lead that lap. Chris Boyle's in 4th. Greg Hawkins back here in the Tide ride. Looking good. Got a little damage on the tailgate there, but not too bad. Falling right behind Tyler Stanley. Tyler caught up in that one wreck and had to use one of his resets. I know that. Martin Porter working the high side again, and he's got a new partner up there now, Anthony Corey. They can get 4 or 5 of them up there working together. They should be able to pull past the leaders easily.
Yeah, that's what Cody just said. I just heard him come out of the chat and say that we needed to get some help up there, or they weren't going to do nothing but drop back.
Right. It seems to be working because Lee is creeping up on the outside of Wally Turheimer now. Wally led that lap. Boy, that high side's working good now. I've always
That's how that
noticed.
super speedway stuff that I taught Cody's kind of sinking in finally.
Well, it always seems to work good when you can get 4 or 5 up there working together, you know, the draft. And
Yeah.
it just seems like you get a little bit more speed when you got 4 of you versus 2.
Exactly.
All it takes is another half a mile an hour and you can get by them, you know.
Got that right. Just looking at the speeds right now, I mean, Wally Turheimer's bouncing back and forth between 192, 193. Lee Ridge on the outside with that run off the top side, and the guys behind him, he's at 194. I mean, everybody's right there real close, so even that 1/10 of a mile an hour makes a big difference.
Looking at Tyler Stanley now, goes all the way back to 16th. Back here with Chris Mulhall and Scott Sanderson. So I don't know what exactly happened there between Scott was up there. Scott Sanderson was up like in 4th place just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he was one that got caught up in that wreck a while ago, and I'm not sure why he dropped to the back, but I do know, just by glancing over here at it, Scott Sanderson and Tyler Stanley are in the same TeamSpeak room, so they might be working together.
Okay. Maybe that's why, because one of them got dropped back, so the other one dropped back to pick them up.
Could have been.
Travis Browder in 14th. Looking, Donald Sadusky still 1 lap down, and he's kind of been alienated here. They've just pulled away from him. Lee Ridge on the high side, working with Cody Griffin, trying to make something happen. They've got Martin Porter and the number 73 of Anthony Corey working up there with them, the 4 of them. And now it looks like somebody else joins in, the number 21 of Sean Zulu.
See, I was sitting here wondering, whenever you just said Sadusky was still a lap down, I was like, man, he should have got the reset on that last one. But when he dove to the inside to miss the wreck and he got on the brakes too hard, it looped around on him.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't get the lucky dog on it.
Right. Well, Lee Ridge still out front. And boy, there he goes again to dump Cody off again. What the heck? He just, man, I don't know. Well, that might not last long if Cody can get up there and get by Lee. And we got a couple into the wall, but no caution.
Unless Cody's hot and can't push Lee, was able to get him past and drop down, and Cody's hoping the guys on the outside will push him by, and then Cody will drop down in front of Lee.
I see.
That could be the only other thing.
Greg Hawkins back here in 8th now, as they've kind of gotten separated out a little bit. Some of the guys got into the wall there. It looked like maybe Chris Voiles, Johnny Smith, these guys got up into the wall, and now they're separated a little bit. Tyler Stanley working with Scott Sanderson, and they're about 6 seconds off of the leader, so they're actually in a safe zone, but not a good place to be, because they're going to keep dropping without that drafting help.
Yeah, Chris Boyes, I went back and looked at that whole incident. Coming in the first part of the trial, well, he just went up just a little, just a little too high, and made left contact with the left side of Sean Zulu's truck. It got Sean really loose. Luckily, they was able to save it and keep from anybody else getting into it, but the damage on Chris's trucks made him drop way back.
Yeah, and Sean, he's dropping back pretty good too. He had a little right front damage. He told everybody, Kerry Cleaver and Robert O'Neill and DeJuan Chandler, just go ahead and go on by, because I got damage and I'm slow. I don't want to hold you guys up.
Right. And as we were looking and talking about that, looks like Cody Griffin was able to clear the 16 of Lee Ridge and move down to the inside in front of him. So that might have been their plan all along.
That could have been, yeah. Now, As long as they don't get hooked on each other's bumper, that's what we don't want to see.
Yep.
Lee a little bit wiggly there right behind him, but pretty good racing going on here right now. These guys are lap 28, about to be completed, starting lap 29. That'll make it 72 to go. Scott Brinson looking for a partner right now, maybe working with Justin Michael for the time being. Being Sean Zulu had damage, and that kind of busted that team up.
Oh, you got a caution out.
Oh, big one back here. I don't know what happened, but we got trucks going everywhere here.
Robert O'Neill got up into the wall a little bit, and the 31 went to the turn left to avoid him and got into the 53 of Craig Hawkins.
Oh man! And then he comes right back up onto the track in front of traffic. Wow, man, that was crazy. And DeJuan spins
And
around.
our leader just got wrecked.
Oh no, you're kidding me.
The 3, Cody Griffin, called for the pace car, started checking up, and Lee Ridge never let out of the gas and just ran over him.
Oh no. I gotta go look at this. Oh my. Oh man. There goes a reset. And I think that's probably going to do it for Lee because he's out of resets. Well, Cody bringing them all down pit road. Looks like Lee's going to stay out.
Sorry about that, Rick. I had to ask a quick question.
A few of them staying behind, but Lee Ridge staying out. And boy, he's got damage on that truck. Gosh, I wouldn't think that he'd be able to run very good with all that damage. But he knows he's out of resets, and if he comes down pit road, that could end his day if he's got too much damage to sit there. So it might be a good call for Lee to stay out there and just run the best he can with what he's got. Gonna take a look at the right front damage on that truck. That's not that bad. Really not that bad. Heck, I don't think I would have pitted either. That might have been a good call. He might be a little slower, but he would, if he pitted and had to sit there for a while, he could have enough damage to put him a lap down. But it looks like he may be going to come to pit road now. Yeah, I guess he's going to give up the lead to Anthony Corey. So Anthony will be our leader. Well, we haven't talked to anybody. Let's see if we can find somebody here to talk to. How about Tommy? Can you drag Craig Hawkins up here? Let's maybe get a word in with Craig. He's still out there.
All right.
Craig, you got a copy?
Yes, so?
Well, you got the Tide Ride in good position here, 6th place. Man, what's the plan and where is your partner?
Well, I'm trying to not make mistakes, and I haven't found me a jack opponent yet, but I hope I find one going to the end of the race.
Well, you've been keeping the Tide Ride pretty clean, and I know it's been a little bit of a few rash of cautions here, but, you know, not too bad. Man, it's, you know, does the truck feel okay? I mean, in the draft, does it feel good?
Yeah, it feels pretty good now, but I hope it keeps that way for the rest of the race.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll let you get back at it. Stay focused, and good luck out there tonight.
Thank you, Billy.
Well,
Really,
Anthony,
one of the well, go ahead.
yeah, you're all right. Go ahead.
One of the big significant things about the contact with Lee Ridge and Cody Griffin there, that was Cody's second reset he had to use from the damage he got.
Oh, boy.
He had to use, I'm pretty sure he used one at the very beginning of the race under that first caution.
Oh, man.
So I was going back here to try to take a look at it. Well, I don't see that he hit anything under the first caution. So he might have just had it turned off and didn't use it. I mean, I know it used to be drive through the grass it would use a reset, but it doesn't look like he done any of that, so he might still have one.
Oh, good. All right, lights off on the pace car. They're doubling up. Anthony Corey on the inside, going to be our starter. Wally Turheimer on the outside. And it looks like Scott Brinson and Justin Michael in the second row. Well, 3 cautions out of 33 laps, 68 to go. We're going to be getting the green flag with 67 to go, so we are just a third of the way through the race here, folks. Almost a third of the way. All right, we get them ready to crank them back up here. Pace car makes that hard left turn and green out almost immediately. Anthony Corey hits the throttle and Wally Turheimer right beside him.
Brinson looked like he was asleep on that one.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. Well, he gets caught back up here to Wally. Maintains that third position. Now Chris Boyle's trying to get up there with Justin Michael to get Justin back in the lead. Boy, Justin gets a good run there off the turn. As long as he doesn't like dump somebody off or whatever, but now he kind of loses that ground back to Anthony Corey, our leader. Looks like he might have pedaled it a little bit there to try to let Chris Boyles catch up. Anthony Corey still in the lead. Wally Turheimer second. Scott Brinson third. Scott gets washed up the hill a little bit. Can't get back in. Craig Hawkins closed that door up. And Wally Turheimer goes to the outside with Scott Brinson. They're going to see if they can make that outside work. It looks like it's going to happen because Justin Michael working right with them here. They got 4 of them up on the high side. That's what it's going to take to work together to get the speed to get by that leader, Anthony Corey. Oh, no! Scott Brinson actually come down the hill into Anthony Corey. I've seen that. That's what it looked like anyhow. They were kind of wiggling around there quite a bit. Looks like Scott come down the hill maybe to try to get a little side draft. And being careful not to get hooked on Wally's truck. Got Wiggly coming off the turn, and right there he gets collected right into Anthony Corey and Wally Turheimer. And that right in front of the whole, stacks up the whole field here. Wow. Man, we got a slew of trucks into that. And Justin Michael was still trying, he was sawing on that wheel, still trying to make something happen there. But he gets up into the wall himself. Robert O'Neill, wow, look at that. He does 2 rolls. Oh, and then up on his side. Oh my, I'm telling you. And he's still getting plowed into. Jeez, oh man, poor Robert O'Neill, he went for a heck of a ride there. To go back and watch that again. That was pretty wild. He did 2 rolls. Did you see that, Tommy? Mike's muted. I mean, that was pretty awesome the way that happened. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I guess we're gonna miss that one. Scott Brinson, still our leader. Did you see them rolls that Robert O'Neill did?
I didn't. I was trying to get in here and look at a couple damages.
Wow, that was crazy. Now they're all waiting on the pace car, and there's the pace car finally catching up to the field. Now we're a little past third of the way. 64 laps to go. We got a bunch of them on pit road, it looks like. Donald Sadusky, Wally Turheimer, Robert O'Neill, all on pit road. Kerry Cleaver just trying to make it to pit road. Hoping somebody come up and give him a push.
Yeah, he said he was going to make it. I don't think he's going to make it.
I don't think so either. It looks like somebody's going to help him along there. DeJuan Chandler going to give him a push. That's pretty cool. If he can make it to pit road, he can get a reset in there probably, and he'll be all right.
Yep.
Okay, so Scott Brinson's still in the lead. And Travis Browder right behind him with a whole bunch of damage. The front end of that truck looks all smashed up.
Yeah, he actually disappeared and blinked through that one.
Oh, that's that lag switch. we had a guy that used to race with us at not in our league, but in the other league I was in. That one time he blinked out and went through 2 cars and come out the other side, and he quit blinking. And we said he had a lag switch, and he just laughed. He said, "I don't even know what that is." He said. Or you can make yourself lag, and you seen it coming and hit that lag switch and blink through it, and then come out the other side and quit blinking. I mean, it just looked perfect. It just looked perfect. All right, well, caution number 4 on the track, and we're going to be 62 to go here. Some guys making some last-ditch efforts to come down pit road, top off their fuel, or change tires. Catch up to the back of the field. They get the one to go. So they're doubling up now.
Yes, sir.
Well, Justin Michael did a heck of a job of driving on that because he dodged a bullet on that one, man. He barely cleared them guys that were wrecking right there. He just did a hard right turn, but he did wind up into the wall and get some damage. I think he used a reset, so he's okay now, but boy, he dodged a big one there.
Yep. So just looking through the field, Brinson doesn't have any damage. Browder, the whole front end of his is tore up. Lee Ridge's front end's tore up. Cody Griffin doesn't, which he used to reset just a second ago. The 31's front end's tore up. The 75's a clean truck. The 87's clean. The 20 is on his last reset. He's out of them now. The 69 of Kerry Cleaver, I think he's out of resets. Just there's a whole bunch of them that are out of them already, and we're not even halfway into this race. These guys really might ought to think about riding about a second behind field. That way when something happens, they got a chance to react.
All right, well, we're going to get him going here. Lots of guys lap down. Pace car's in. Scott Brinson hits the throttle. Travis Browder just squeezes it in right in front of Lee Ridge there. Man, I'll tell you what, he needed a shoehorn to get in there. Now Lee all over the back of Travis. Cody now gets down in front of Travis. Wow, that was a tight fit again. The ones that are lapped down, Justin Michael, Martin Porter, Kerry Cleaver, Robert O'Neill, Wally Turheimer, these guys all a lap or more down. And Donald Sadusky looks like he may be out of the race. One thing I've noticed with that draft package like it is, boy, it's really made these trucks, I don't know, man, it's really kind of, wow, they're kind of wobbly, you know, they're kind of like, they're hard to control or something, Tommy. I'm just not really sure exactly what's going on with them, whether it's the truck, the driver, or what.
Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like they reinstalled the draft pack these trucks had like 2 or 3 builds ago, which, like you say, they were real bad about that. If you were to get anywhere other than straight on, pushing on the back of somebody, you were going to wreck them. Like they went back to that, but it's increased it. I mean, they've worked on the tire model a little bit, and they kind of screwed it up a little bit.
Yeah, boy, we were 3 wide there for quite a little while. Johnny Smith right up the middle between Travis Browder and who was that? Justin Michael. Justin Michael lapped down, but he was right up the middle. Now he comes out and picks up Justin Michael. Scott Brinson continues to lead. He's looks like he's led pretty much most of the laps here today, 18 of them so far. But I think Johnny Smith's going to have something different to say about that coming to the line here. I don't know. He's got a pretty good run. And Johnny Smith does lead that lap. So, boy, that high side's working great today. Well, they're sure wishing they had another couple trucks up there with them, though. Boy, the field's really getting spread out here. Lee Ridge back in 6th place. He falls in behind a DeJuan Chandler 4th and Craig Hawkins 5th. Now Anthony Corey up on the high side on the outside of Lee Ridge with no partner. Not going to do well up there by yourself. Chris Mulhall back into the fight here in 7th. Anthony Corey now 8th. Sean Zulu back on the lead lap in 9th. Like Anthony Corey gets caught up to Johnny Smith there. Johnny went way back, man. Long ways back through the field to pick up his partner back here. Scott Sanderson still on the lead lap. And Tyler Stanley. And Travis Browder, I don't know what happened to him, but boy, he is way back here, 7.5 seconds. I guess it's just that damage is starting to affect his speed.
He was blinking.
Oh, was he blinking? Okay.
Yeah, he was blinking. He was blinking and we had to ask him to drop back because it was, I mean, he was blinking real bad.
Looking back to Cody Griffin here from Scott Brinson. And looking back from Cody back to 3rd place. Well, he's got Justin Michael, which Justin is the first one a lap down in 14th place, but Justin right on the back bumper now of Cody Griffin, wishing he could get up there and at least get back on the lead lap. The guys are all pulling out like they're gonna look like they're gonna go by, but nobody's out there willing to take the bravery to that level. So
you got Justin Michael, who's the truck 1 lap down, in the first in line, and then you got the 20, who is the second truck 1 lap down. Then you got Kerry Cleaver, who's just 2 trucks behind them, who's the 3rd truck 1 lap down. So this could get really interesting.
yeah, now they're working the high side, trying to get by Scott Brinson to get back on the lead lap. 20
Do it the hard way.
Yeah, there you go. Juan Chandler in 3rd. He's got Wally Turheimer on his bumper, but Wally is back in 18th place, 2 laps down actually. Sean Zulu mired into this pack of cars back here, and he is in 4th. Chris Boyle's 5th. Chris Mulhall on the outside in 6th. Lee Ridge still in the fight here in 7th. Scott Sanderson 8th. Glad to be back on the lead lap. Him and Tyler Stanley seem to be working together pretty good here. And they've got Craig Hawkins on their tail. Riding along with Craig here, looking up toward the leader. Scott Brinson's continuing to lead.
I'm getting reports that the 3 of Cody Griffin is starting to get a little warm back there. So they're just going to let the other 2 go by and just ride behind them.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to duck out to get some air in the radiator because well, if he's not careful, he'll wind up popping the motor on that for sure. Well, that was probably a good choice letting them lap down trucks go ahead and get by them, because now it looks like they're pulling away quite a little bit there, being on a 4-truck pack. They're pulling away from Chris Boyles now back in 3rd. He's behind his partner, Wally Turheimer, but they're on different laps. Wally's a couple laps down. Juan Chandler in 4th. Lee Ridge 5th. And Sean Zulu 6th. Well, they had a pretty good lead there, but I think with Cody backing off the gas to get air in there, that let them guys catch right up to him. And now here comes Wally Turheimer and Chris Boyles with a run on the outside of these guys. That could put Chris Boyles up into the lead. Wally at least only one lap down then if he can get by Scott Brinson. Well, Justin Michael and Martin Porter sure would like to see a caution right now, wouldn't they?
You bet they would.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Trading Paints. It just popped up and said that it was unable to verify my version of software. And it's running. Kind of weird. There's definitely something going on with it. I know they had an update that was something with part of Trading Paints. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. You might be right. Maybe I just need to go uninstall it and reinstall it. That's a heck of a pack of trucks right there, Tommy.
Yeah, and I feel something brewing.
Yeah, I know. Something's just not, it's going too smooth here. Well, they're coming up on a lap down truck. Who is that? Somebody up ahead. Oh! Whoa! What happened there? Travis Browder. Something happened to Travis Browder. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He just did like a right turn or something, and he's up ahead of these.
That was a little on the weird side.
He caught the apron. Caught the apron and then went right up the hill in front of the leaders. Wow. Okay. Well, that brings out another caution. And boy, I don't know. I think that I don't really know who got the damage on that. Well, Scott waits for the pace car here. He will still be our leader, but I'm sure these guys are going to want to come down pit road now and get damage assessed. Looks like Scott is looking at it here, so he will bring them all down pit road.
That had a matter I had to attend to.
Yes, sir. All right, looks like the left side tires for Scott Brinson, and he's away. Johnny Smith, Anthony Corey out. That put Justin Michael back on the lead lap, and he will be back in 5th. How the heck did that happen so quick? Wow. It was just a lap down. Oh, that's right. He was ahead of them. I forgot about that. He was ahead of them on that wreck. I was thinking he was one of the guys that got wrecked, though.
Sorry, who were you talking about there?
Justin Michael. Wasn't he one of the guys that got wrecked?
Thought he made it through it. Let me go take a look at that real quick. Well, let's see. Could have been.
Unless he made it to pit road real quick and had a reset, got reset and got right back out. Something, I don't know, but boy, he's right back on the lead lap here. 5th place.
He didn't. He whenever Travis was glitching, shot him straight up the track. It looked like Justin missed him, Wally missed him, and the 20 missed him, and 28 didn't.
Okay. Well, let's see. We got a couple of them still on pit road. Chris Voiles, Wally Turheimer, and Robert O'Neill still on pit road. Looks like Travis Browder now out of the race. Well, okay, I'm going to... Travis Browder. Travis? Travis. Well, let me see if I can maybe get a word in with, I don't know if anybody, Anthony Corey, maybe? Anthony Corey, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Anthony, boy, just been kind of rough out there on everybody tonight. You and Johnny working together, teaming up here?
Well, that's the plan. We're going to see how it goes. This new draft package is kind of back and forth, man. You don't know where you're going to end up.
Yeah, I've noticed that. We were just talking about that just before that, and man, I'll tell you what, it's been kind of a race of attrition out there tonight. Guys are just like all over the place. So, you're going to be restarting in 3rd, right behind Scott Brinson. What is the plan here? Get hooked up, back up with your partner, and try to go for the lead?
Yeah, and I'm a little apprehensive because every time I've been near the front, I've gotten turned. So hopefully it works out.
Well, I hope so too, brother. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Still think the ones that are on their last reset should try the Thomas Lee method of super speed racing.
Yep. Hang in the back.
Right.
About 3 seconds off of the lead pack, and
Now, the way this is looking tonight, yeah, about 3.
we'll get them going here, Tommy.
Ready? All right, pace car is off, and Brinson's on the loud pedal. Green, green, green.
Johnny Smith ducks right in front of his teammate, Anthony Corey. Scott's out there by
Brinson
himself.
is a sitting freaking duck out there.
Yes, he is, and he knows it too.
Yep. His best bet he needs to do right now is get on that brake pedal pretty hard. That way when they catch him, they can't do exactly what they are right here. They're going to draft and go right past him.
Yep.
Ain't nothing he can do about it.
Well, maybe if Justin Michael... Nope, there's nothing they could do. Man, they declared him big time. I was thinking if Justin could have got up there and pushed Scott a little bit and kept them two from coming down, but just wasn't quite quick enough. Now Scott's almost like going to get that sandwich effect there of Justin pushing him. Wally Turheimer still a lap down, but he's working at it, trying to get up there and get that lap back the old-fashioned way. And he's got Sean Zulu working with him in the 4th spot. And now they're going to duck down in behind here and right in front of Justin Michael. Juan Chandler in 6th, Lee Ridge 7th. Chris Mulhall 8th, Cody Griffin 9th, and Craig Hawkins 10th. Craig up there by himself. Not a good place to be.
Yeah, these guys are on lap 58 coming to 59. They're to the point right now to where they need to be thinking about, okay, what are the chances this thing's going to go green to the end? I know we don't have enough fuel. When can I short pit to be able to make it and run out of fuel when I go across the finish line?
Right. Well, Justin Michael up on the high side here, right behind Sean Zulu. If they could just get another one up there to work with them, I think they would be all set. I think 4 is better. Well, they are 3 on 3, but if they could get the 4th one up there with them, they would be one better than the bottom row, and they probably have a lot more pull to get by that front 3.
Right.
Juan Chandler working at it, though. He's trying to get back up here, him and Lee Ridge and Chris Mulhall. Cody Griffin now leading this 3rd pack back here with Scott Sanderson, Tyler Stanley, Martin Porter, now that he's back on the lead lap. Craig Hawkins kind of falling back a little bit here, going to pick up Kerry Cleaver and Chris Voiles. Back up front,
yeah.
Wally Turheimer still trying to get a run.
Yeah, Cody Griffin had a very close call last lap in turn 1 and 2. He got himself hooked on the 11 of Chris Mulhall's rear bumper and sent him sideways down on the apron. Was able to save it, not get hit by anybody. Great recovery compared to what it could have been, that's for sure.
Yeah, and to maintain still in 9th place, only a second off of the leader. That's pretty good. He must have never let off the gas.
Probably didn't.
Hey, it's all or nothing.
If he did, it would have shocked me.
Yeah. It's all or nothing, baby. He's got Robert O'Neill right behind him. Robert in 17th place, a lap down. But boy, the news up here, Wally Turheimer still trying to get a run here with Sean Zulu. And now there's only 2 of them up there. Justin Michael kind of dumped them off and went back down to the low line. He's thinking if him and Chris Mulhall might be able to get up there, them 2 teammates. Wow, Lee Ridge down on the inside of Cody Griffin. Wow. Passing on the left. Whoa. That was a gutsy move. Did you see that?
Yeah, the 31 actually blinked out there, disappeared, and came back.
Man, but Lee Ridge passed Cody Griffin on the left, down below the line.
Lee was already ahead of Cody. That was the 31.
Okay, the 31.
Yeah, Deshaun Chandler. He disappeared completely and then just came back.
Okay. All right. Johnny Smith still out in the lead. Oh no, Wally Turheimer up into the wall. Good save, but boy, that stacks up the field, and now they're wrecking. Yep. And that got Justin Michael again, and he's going to have some serious damage this time. Let's watch this again here.
Yeah, it looked like, let's see, let me get this camera flipped around here. Not sure what happened that caused the contact initially.
Well, Johnny Smith and Wally Turheimer got together, and when Wally went up the hill, that kind of stacked up the bottom line here quite a little bit. Justin Michael got out of the gas, and Chris Mulhall got into him. That collected Lee Ridge. And that's what started all of that mess. And it looks like Wally was hard on the brakes trying to avoid all that, and he is going to slip through. So what little bit of damage he got, probably minimal. But
Yep. They just got down there, checked up. The 87 of Justin Michael got down on that yellow line, got the truck a little loose. Mulhall got on the brakes again, and Lee Ridge ran into the back of him and spun everybody around.
all right, so well, I tried to talk to Travis Browder, but again, I can't get him to answer. So I don't know. I mean, you just I try to talk to him. That's 2 times that's happened to me. I've tried to talk to him and he's not there. I don't know what's going on. I'm not quite sure why he's not there, but he was in the race. So it looks like Johnny Smith and Anthony Corey staying out, but Sean Zulu and company are all coming down pit road. Some of them might do fuel only here. Now, they can't make it from here to the end on fuel, correct? Not even in here again. Wow. Oh, Tommy. Well, let me see if I can get him up here again. Travis, are you there? Nope. Still not there. Alright. Well, let's see if maybe I can get Kerry up here. Kerry Cleaver, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I sure do.
Well, Kerry, you're back in 9th place. Boy, been pretty rough out there tonight, huh? What's going on?
I don't know, but I've been pretty lucky. I've missed all but one of them.
Yeah. How many resets you got left?
I still got one left.
Good. That's good news. Good news. Well, you know, you've been kind of staying back away from that lead pack a little bit, and I think that's the key here. Tommy and I were talking about it a little bit ago, that just staying 3 or 4 seconds back off them leaders up there could bring you into victory lane tonight. It could make a big difference, because those guys are being way too aggressive up there in the front.
Yeah, well, me and Robert dropped back about 2 seconds at one point, and we ran them right back down. So I have confidence that if I got somebody pushing me, we can stay back till we need to.
Right, right. Okay, well, we're going to let you go and get back at it here. Stay focused on it, brother, and keep the rubber side down and the hood up, okay?
Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my friend Chris if he's watching. Christiana.
Very cool. I don't know if he's watching or not. All right, folks. 35 to go. Nobody being very chatty in chat tonight. What's going on with that? Usually everybody's chatting up a storm there in chat. Everybody's being pretty quiet.
Everybody's asleep.
I guess. Yeah, they're tired of the eye pacing.
Exactly. How many cautions is making now, Rudy?
6. For 17 laps.
And like Rudy normally says, this ain't like these guys. Normally 1, 2, maybe 3 cautions at the most. That's about it. Everybody in here knows how to drive and has enough respect for everybody. It's just with the new build, they went back to an old draft model, but have changed it a little bit. And I mean, I can see a difference of it in practice. So that's just me.
Yep. All right, well, they're doubling back up. Chris Mohall in chat there says, might be the worst and most frustrating race I've been in. Everyone has been racing like the last lap since the first start. I gotta agree with them on that one. The guys they're just being a little bit too aggressive. I just got done talking to Kerry there just a minute ago, and he's been really lucky to miss all but one of them wrecks, and he's got himself right in a good position here. Well, hopefully we'll see it go green the rest of the way. Now, can they make it the rest of the way on fuel, Tommy? 34? And they've already ran a couple of laps, so.
You didn't. Well, I will say this. I know Cody Griffin in the 3 just came off pit road. I know he can make it.
Okay.
Ones that stopped when the caution came out are borderline. Depends on how much they saved in this caution.
Yeah.
The ones that did not pit are banking on more cautions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that they're banking on.
All right.
I'm pretty sure they can't make it.
Well, we'll see here in just about a minute because we're going to get them going here. Johnny Smith going to bring him to the line. Anthony Corey on the outside of him, his partner. Let's see if what they plan on doing here to get hooked back up. Pace car's in. Green, green, green.
Green, green.
Plan worked just like they said. Now Tyler Stanley behind him. Boy, he was really loose there. I'm not sure if he got tagged by Scott Sanderson or if that was just maybe shifting. I don't know. Him and Scott now maybe looking to go to the outside. Boy, Anthony Corey really wiggly on the back there of his partner, Johnny Smith. And
Tyler, it looked like he's trying to break that draft a little bit, but it didn't work too well.
No. Tyler Stanley and Scott Sanderson on the high side. Hoping they can get, what was that, Chris Boyles and Craig Hawkins coming up behind them. If the 4 of them get together, they may be able to motor by. But Johnny Smith continues to lead. Scott Brinson still hanging in there in 5th. And he's got Kerry Cleaver on his tail. Those two back together.
Yeah, and Kerry got himself back on the lead lap, so.
Yeah, that's great. We got, who's that? DeJuan Chandler. What happened there? Something happened. Somebody checked up there. Cody Griffin now in 11th. And he's got Robert O'Neill, which is back on the lead lap now. Finally, Robert's got damage. And it looks like he might be having trouble sucking up to Cody there. Just enough to stay on his bumper, but probably not enough to really help him a whole lot. But Cody does get a pretty good run here and goes by Sean Zulu, but Sean's all by himself.
As Sean's by himself with no damage, Robert's got front end damage. Cody's got front and rear damage. Not real bad, but it's still enough that it's showing. If Robert can keep his nose stuck up Cody's tail, I think they're going to get a good run.
What was you going to say?
I don't have a clue.
You weren't going to say tail.
Well, I was thinking rear and I was thinking anus, but nothing came out right.
I know what you were thinking.
I was thinking that C word, but...
Oh. No C words here.
Oh, no C words. No, can't say cat.
Nope.
Can't say cracker.
Nope. Well, Tyler is really trying on that high side, boy. I'll tell you, he gets a nose out ahead of him. And I don't know if Sanderson, whether he's just getting too hot pushing there. But now that Chris Boyles and Craig Hawkins has joined up with them, these 8 trucks have pulled away, and they're all on the lead lap right there. I just wanted to remind you. So that's a tight battle right here for the win. And then going back to what you were saying earlier there, Tommy, that some of those guys might not make it. Some of them might be borderline to making it, depending on how much they saved. And some of them will be able to make it. So, but we don't know which ones them are. So this could come down to a fuel mileage race.
Johnny Smith was last on pit road on lap 54. With 1, 2, 3, whoa, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4 caution laps. No way he's going to make it.
46 laps, and a couple of them are caution. Now,
the Anthony Corey. Corey, same way.
yeah, they've been right together. So when one pits, the other one pits. Scott Sanderson in 4th, Chris Boyle's 5th. Now Craig Hawkins kind of falls short a little bit here. Him and Kerry Cleaver starting to lose the draft to them. Interesting. Cody Griffin pulling up the rear here with, he is starting to reel that front pack in though. And it ain't going to be long, and he's going to start feeling the draft really strong, and he's probably going to pull away from Robert O'Neill. I don't know. Martin Porter in 11th, Sean Zulu 12th, DeJuan Chandler in 13th, and he's working back here with 14th place, Wally Turheimer. And those are the last ones on the track, 14. Out of 20 drivers that started tonight, we've still got 14 in it. Tyler Stanley got a pretty good run that time. Now that they got the 4 trucks up there working nose to tail, they may have a chance here. Boy, Chris Boyle's all over the place.
If I'm that 02 of Tyler Stanley and the 93 of Scott Sanderson, I'm riding right there. Get the guys behind you because nobody wants to go 3 wide already. You know the 2 on the bottom cannot make it on fuel. So ride right there, block the track up. When they break off pit, you drop down to the bottom line and you've still got the lead.
Well, Scott Sanderson dumps off Kerry Cleaver out of it. What happened to Kerry there?
Not sure. He shuffled to the apron there.
Real quick, yeah. Now he's out of the draft and everything.
Oh, there was a checkup. He got on the brakes, or got into the back of Scott Brenton, and then got hit in the back by the 3 of Cody Griffin, and the contact with the 3 trucks what sent him down to the apron.
Dang. Oh, Cody's...
I hate that for Kerry because he worked so hard to get to where he was at.
I know it. Well, he's probably praying for a caution now. At least he doesn't have to use his last reset. He said he had 1 left.
He's the only one, I bet you.
Yeah, I would say. Probably one of the only ones out there. Tyler Stanley now picks back up his partner here, and he's pushing Scott Sanderson. But Johnny Smith with a good run here, but Scott Sanderson leads that lap. Well, it looks like a lot of fun out there, Tommy, and I'm missing it and you're missing it, but you know,
I'm sitting here enjoying this.
But you know, you're going to lock up this championship, so you already got it locked up.
God, I just being a nice guy hanging around doing all this.
Heck yeah.
But like you say, it's not very often I get to come up here in the booth and kick it around with you and have some fun up here and call it a race, so it's always exciting.
Johnny Smith looking back on his partner there, Anthony Corey. These guys trying to get back around Scott Sanderson. Man, I'll tell you, it's tough. They can make a little bit of a run coming out of the turns, but that outside line is really strong.
Yeah, now the tables have turned. You've got 3 trucks on the inside and
Like 9 on the
half a dozen
outside.
or more on the outside.
Yeah.
But I still think that inside's going to prevail just because it's the shorter way around the track.
Yeah.
They measured it one time. It's point. Oh, what was it? Like 0.16.
Oh, he's going to fit it in there. Man, they pushed Johnny Smith clear down the hill to get in there, but they made it.
Ooh.
Whew, I think Scott brought him and Tyler down there just a little too quick. Oh,
I think it's like 0.16 or 0.19 of a mile longer in the middle groove versus the bottom, I believe.
Dang. Well, now Craig Hawkins on the outside, him and Martin Ford are working together, but 2 of them out there really not going to do much. They may be able to get up there with the leader, but getting by him could be a whole nother story. But now here comes Robert O'Neill up on the back of him. Him and Sean Zulu getting hooked up. Robert's got that.
I don't see how that truck of Roberts is doing so good.
I know it. He's just trying to stay in the draft, and if he's got somebody pushing him, I don't know. It could be, it's just not disrupting that air, you know, enough that he is staying pretty fast. Scott Brinson gets pushed back to the back, and him and Cody Griffin will get hooked up. Right along with Cody here for a minute. He stays right there on Scott, and they're on the high side. That everybody has figured out, I think, Tommy, that the high side is faster. You know, especially the more trucks you got up there, the faster they are, and everybody wants to get a piece of the action up in the front. As you see them going down the backstretch here, and boy, I mean to tell you, they're really moving. Martin Porter now on the bottom behind Scott Sanderson. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was Tyler Stanley. My bad. Sorry about that. I clicked on the wrong guy. Sometimes by the time I look and then I click, they've moved. So.
Uh-huh.
I'm really surprised at that top side. Maybe everybody's just cooling their engines off a little bit. I think everybody got kind of warm there from pushing. Robert O'Neill, he's got to be really warm with that much damage on the front. I don't believe he can get up there and stay on the bumper of Martin Porter too awful long, and he gets hot. Craig Hawkins coming to the line. Let's see if he does lead this lap. Yes, he does. But not leaving his wingman. He's staying right with him. Martin Porter, he's not going to dump him out. He had the option. He could have dropped down right in front of Scott Sanderson right there, but that's a good partner right there to have, Craig Hawkins. He did not dump his wingman off. We've seen that a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Johnny Smith now in 5th place. Robert O'Neill 6th. Anthony Corey 7th. Sean Zulu 8th. Scott Brinson trying to get back in the 9th place right now, but he's trying to get by Chris Boyles. Him and Cody Griffin working together. And they're seeing something up there, that high line really being pretty dominant tonight. On a short run like that, if you're going to get up there and do it, you got to do it quick before somebody gets hot and drop down in front of the leaders. And that's what these guys have been doing. They do a half lap short stint or 3/4 of a lap, get past them, and get cooled off. Kerry Cleaver now 30 31 seconds behind. Oh, man, poor Kerry. Dewan Chandler now back here with, he just blinks out with Wally Turheimer. They're going to be coming up on Kerry here in a couple minutes, so maybe Kerry and Dewan can get together. And with Wally working with them, the three of them could, I guess, keep Kerry from going a lap down, and Dewan going a lap down. Tyler Stanley looking for a win here tonight, possibly, and so is Scott Sanderson. Craig Hawkins being really aggressive on the high side. And Martin Porter, that was blinking earlier in the race, seems like he's got that cleared up now, and he's been doing really good since he quit blinking. Internet's a tough thing.
Got that right.
So unpredictable. You know, you go in here and you think you got a good night under your belt, and then you start blinking. Nobody wants to race with you when you're blinking, except for you.
Heck yeah, like I say, I like them. People that blink maybe once a lap or something, those are the ones to really get behind. If you blink more than that, then it's kind of bad.
Yeah. All right, Chris Boyle's kind of mired back here on the low line, and it looks like Scott Brinson gets a good run to go to the high side. I think he was thinking Cody was going to go with him.
Like they're coming to 13 to go this time by here.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's going to stop for fuel or not. Wow, dragging. These guys are riding right on that apron. And I hear some dragging going on. Chris Boyle's catching the apron just a little bit, and the back of it was dragging. Sanderson still in the lead. Craig Hawkins on the high side, trying to get by. And if Tyler Stanley's got anything to say about it, that's not going to happen. They're coming up on lap cars. How are they going to deal with these lap cars?
Pretty wide.
Here we go. Well, it looks like they're going to clear them. Good job, guys. Good job. Wow, nice. They're going to be coming up on Kerry Cleaver here next. Kerry just ahead of them.
And I hate that for Kerry. Like I say, he worked so hard to put himself in the position to be able to be there at the end to race for this thing.
I know it. Well,
just a checkup gone wrong.
You know what happened? I talked to him. I jinxed him.
That's right.
Dang, every time.
How
And
about
here they
that?
go. Here they go. Going by on the inside. Everybody passing up Kerry, and he's going to fall in behind here and try to at least stay in the draft of them. That's, about the best he can do for right now.
Right. Now, an interesting point here, Martin Porter, who had been pushing the 53 of Craig Hawkins, dropped to the inside line. He got an opening and went straight to the bottom lane. Don't know if he's trying to get past and then move back up in front of him, or if he just noticed that they wasn't making any distance up there.
Could be, because Robert O'Neill's right up on the bumper of Craig Hawkins now. And like you were saying, with all that damage that Robert O'Neill's got, we're just amazed at how well he's doing.
He's hacking.
He's got, hey Brian, how you doing? He's got a horsepower hack or something going on there. Just kidding.
Sean Butler hack.
Yeah, there you go. He's probably got the Sean Butler 2017 hacks.
Yeah. Still waiting to get my hands on those.
Yeah. Well, he gave the 2015 hacks to Rush, but he wouldn't give him the 2016 ones.
Rush could have a hack that would kill the game, but he still couldn't win.
I know I tried to talk him into coming in here to race tonight, and he said he just didn't feel up to racing.
And he's too busy,
Farmville.
yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Alright, 9 laps to go. Who you gonna pick win this thing, Rudy?
I don't know, man, because, I've lost track of who's pitted and who hasn't, and who's going to be short on fuel, or is anybody even going to be short? Are they all going to just, take a chance? We got some guys that were really going to be close on it. Looks like Anthony Corey and, who was it, Johnny Smith, that we thought maybe might be short on fuel. They're still out there.
Here we go, reckon.
Oh, that's going to change everything. And that's going to put Tyler Stanley into it. Oh, no, what happened here? Let's go back and see. Ouch. Guys are awful close, and boy, oh, I see what happened. Tyler got a little wiggly there, kind of come up into Robert O'Neill. He come up the hill pretty good there into Robert O'Neill, and then he got turned by Martin Porter. And boy, that's going to stack them all up behind that. Scott Brinson involved. Oh, everybody back there is going to be involved in that. Cody Griffin. Oh, my. So lots of tore up trucks now to finish this race. I don't know. Is there going to be anybody to finish it?
Got Scott Sanderson out front with no damage. Able to get past that. Craig Hawkins in the 53, no damage. Robert O'Neill is still tore up. You got Martin Porter who's got damage, but now, interesting thing with this, I thought Kerry Cleaver was able, well, let's see. If Kerry Cleaver was able to stay ahead, but did he get caught up in that wreck? I think he did.
These guys are not pitting. Only with pitting, Scott Brinson's coming down pit road, but he had to let Tyler Stanley get by him. So these guys are coming down to get their damage assessed. Justin Michaels still on pit road.
Let's see. So we've got 93 of Scott Sanderson, no damage. 3 Craig Hawkins, no damage. Robert O'Neill still tore up. Martin Porter stayed out with damage. Kerry Cleaver's 1 lap down with damage. Tyler Stanley apparently had a reset. The 31, Deshaun Chandler, 1 lap down, had a reset. Justin Michael still sitting on pit road. Scott Brinson still sitting on pit road. Don Zulu is still sitting on pit road with damage. 75 of Johnny Smith still sitting there with damage. Cody Griffin's tore up real bad.
Anthony Corey trying to make it to pit road now. Yeah, boy, not going to be too many drivers that are their cars are going to be worth anything out here on this track by the time it's been all said and done here. But I wanted to talk to Scott Sanderson. Is he in TeamSpeak?
Yes, sir, he is.
Okay.
In here.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I was looking for him down below. Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Hey, not too bad. How you doing, Rudy?
Well, I'll tell you what. Staying out here, you've been keeping the truck decently clean. It looks like you're about one of the only ones out there that's got a clean-looking truck. You think you'll be able to bring it to victory lane tonight? Or don't you want to predict that this early?
I don't know. Every time you talk to one of us, we always get caught up in something. So I'm kind of suspicious now on what you're trying to do here. You working for the other team or something?
No, sir.
Be right there's a man that pays attention to the broadcast.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It just seems like it, Scott. It seems like every time I talk to somebody, I jinx them. Gosh, I hope I don't do that to you tonight, man. Oh man, I'll feel really bad. But you got some fast guys behind you. We're trying to figure out how Robert O'Neill is so fast with all that damage he's got. Craig Hawkins is, man, he tried relentlessly on that outside to get by you guys and just could not do it. Man, what do you got to do to win this thing? Because that outside line is just so fast.
Be honest, since this new build, I haven't figured it out yet. Ran the race at MaxSpeed yesterday. Didn't spend much time at the front, so don't have much time with this new build at these super speedways. So your guess is as good as mine.
Well, yeah, I don't even know what to tell you either. I mean, this build's kind of changed up everything. It's like Tommy said, you kind of put one of the old builds a couple of builds ago back in here, and it's made the draft package a lot better to where the guys on the outside can actually get by the low line if you got 4 or 5 up there working together. And boy, everybody was kind of riding along there trying to keep their engines cool, I think, to make a late race charge. And now everything's changed. We've got guys that some guys got damaged, some guys have pitted and got fresh tires. You stayed out now on the old tires. Do you have enough fuel to make it?
Yep, I've got plenty. I've got enough for probably another 20 laps after this. So fuel's not the problem, and I just hope we can get partnered up with somebody right there. So hopefully we can get somebody else just about as good as that.
All right, well, we're going to let you go and get back at it here, brother, and good luck.
All right, thank you, Rudy. If I don't get a top 3 out of this, I'm going to come have a word with you afterwards.
Okay.
All right, have fun, Rudy.
All
Hopefully
right.
we put a show on for you.
All right, go get him, brother.
Thank you, sir.
He's going to hunt you down if
I
you
know
don't win
it.
this thing or finish in the top 3. And I'm going to hold you down while he beats you.
Oh, my God.
I just call Rush and have him come sit on you.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared of Rush.
Be scared of getting squished.
Nah. You got to catch
right,
me
so-
first.
So you got Scott Sanderson going to be starting on the inside, Craig Hawkins on the outside, Martin Porter's behind Craig with front end damage, which that might be all right for Martin to be up behind Craig Hawkins like that. You got Robert O'Neill, who's hacking with all the damage he's got and still is fast. Then you've got Tyler Stanley restarting 5th with a clean truck.
Yeah,
This is going to get fun.
I know, and I don't want to say that I think we've seen the last of the cautions. I don't really want to say that and wish the worst for it, but these guys are going to get awful racy here. I know it. Roberto says, whoa, 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 you're going to get that sandwich effect if he's not careful. That's not good to be in the middle like that and being pushed, and you're pushing.
Yep.
Tyler pulls to the outside, now gets hooked back up with Scott Sanderson. Scott says, hey, come on, you were doing it before, let's do it again. They're not quite clear yet, so don't come down yet, guys. Don't come down yet. They're having a tough time clearing Robert O'Neill. Craig Hawkins comes right up on his bumper and start pushing. And boy, that really changed things up. Look at this.
I don't get it. I really don't.
You know, that could be a glitch that we're seeing. I've seen that before, Tommy. You probably have too, where we're seeing it looks like Robert O'Neill's truck's all tore up, and it's not.
I hope it's a glitch. If not, I'm really going to be pissed at iRacing. Like, why is it when my truck gets tore up, it's slow?
Yeah.
This truck's destroyed and fast.
I know it. Well, it's not over yet, but the thing of it is Scott and Tyler are actually in a good place. That's coming to the line right here. Going to be Scott Sanderson for the lead with 2 to go. Now's the time when these guys have got to start planning, because Craig is pushing Robert O'Neill, and Tyler looks like he's backed off just enough to kind of get a little air in the radiator, and maybe make a late race run there toward the end and push the daylights out of Scott Sanderson for a 1-2 finish.
Yeah, I want to see the end of this thing so bad, but when they take the white flag right here, I'm going to go ahead and get back in my truck.
Yep.
I just have to catch it on the broadcast.
There you go. Okay, Robert O'Neill still out front. Still has not technically led a lap. Coming to the line this time. Let's see if he does. And I believe, yes, he did lead that lap. Last lap, white flag in the air. Now comes the drag race to the end here, folks. Let's see what they're gonna do. Robert O'Neill in front. Tyler Stanley pushing Scott Sanderson. Ooh, Chandler blinked out big time there. Oh no, they get turned. That's going to turn the whole field. We're going to have a total upset here. Craig Hawkins inside of another truck is going to come to victory lane. That changed up everything, folks. Look at this. Anthony Corey going to get second, and Martin Porter third. Wow, what a change of events. We're going to go back and look at that real quick because, man, I'm telling you what, that was crazy finish right there.
Yeah, it looked like Sanderson tried to come down and
yeah,
be able to get in line there and just wasn't clear.
Yeah, I'm on Robert O'Neill here. And yeah, he did. That's what happened. He tried to come right down the hill, and now he's going to be mad at me, and I didn't do it. I didn't come down early.
That was kind of his fault.
Yeah. Yeah, he just dove it to the bottom, and there was just not enough room there, and got into it. And I was really kind of thinking that Tyler Stanley was going to slip by, but I think he was hoping too. But unfortunately, he didn't make it. So Craig Hawkins going to cruise on to a victory here. Boy, Chandler, man, was right inside of his car. That's weird. I think, isn't that Chandler, the 31? Yeah, Don Chandler. Yeah, it was right inside of Craig's truck right there. But, yeah, pretty wild finish for these guys. But Craig Hawkins bringing it to victory lane. And right there at the very end, I was looking here, Anthony Corey with a pretty tore-up truck gets by. He gets by Wally Turheimer, which Wally wasn't on the lead lap at the time. Oh, yes, he wasn't. No, he was the first car lap down. That's right. He was the first car lap down. So, yeah, all right. So, getting back up here to our winner, let's start bringing him up here. I got Craig. Craig Hawkins, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What do you got to do?
Wow, man, what a finish, huh? Did you think you had the victory, or didn't you know? You had your fingers crossed and your toes crossed and everything, hoping you could slip through that crash and bring it to victory lane?
I had no idea I was going to come out in first. I mean, I was behind the 77, and on like that final turn, they got crashed, and like I passed on through, and I got the win.
Man, that was amazing. I know you probably didn't want it to see it end that way either, and we didn't. But hey, it all looks good on paper, my friend. Congratulations on your victory here tonight. Well deserved, man. You kept the tide ride right in that position where you'd be ready in case something like that did happen. You lucked out that it wasn't you that was involved in it, but still, you bring it home to victory lane. Congrats.
Thank you, Rudy.
Well, talk about your racing out there tonight a little bit, Craig.
Well, I started out like in the middle of the pack, and like then I kept going on, and the truck was like it was going perfect through the turns and everything. Like the drafting was this truck just could draft off just perfect to the bumper, and like, man, I just can't believe it. I came out first, and like, man, I just can't believe it.
Well, awesome job out there tonight, buddy. Anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Well, yeah, I want to give a shout out to the third place finish, Martin Porter. I mean, man, he was pushing me like on the high line through lap 90. Man, he's one great driver. Like, man, he's one heck of a driver, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I'll tell you what, they're all pretty good drivers out there tonight. I just think with this new draft model, it's really got everything kind of shook up, and people are just not really completely figured out what it's all about yet. So, with it just being out for just a few days, and I don't know how many people have actually done any super speedway racing, but we've seen a lot of guys weaving back and forth and having a lot of trouble staying on the back of cars. So, but congratulations on your win, Craig. Great win, and man, good talking to you, buddy. Good talking to you in victory lane.
Thank you, Rudy.
All right, let's see. Who do we have second place there? Anthony Corey. I don't know if I can find Anthony here. Tommy, are you there?
Yeah, sir.
I was trying to find Anthony. There he is. I got him. Anthony Corey, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you come in second tonight, brother. Good job, man. What a way to... I mean, I know you were trying to, get by Wally there, but you slipped through all that stuff. I think you got a little bit of damage on there, but great job trying to keep the truck up there in the front and be in that position to take second place away.
Well, thank you. I still can't even believe that just happened. I was ready to accept the fifth place and be happy with it, and then they were wrecked.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Well, tell me how you got all that damage on the front of that on your truck for tonight.
Hang on a minute, Rudy. One of the admins inside for a second.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can get Martin Porter up here then, maybe. Well, Martin, we'll talk to you. They just drug second place Anthony Corey right away from me as I was interviewing him.
I got him back.
Well, you can finish up his interview.
Why would they do that? That don't make any sense.
Sean did it my mistake.
Okay.
Them Australian guys are.
Anyhow, Anthony, talk about your racing out there tonight, Anthony.
It was a wild run, and I forgot to adjust my steering ratio, which was some of my bobbling here. The default is kind of get you weaving. It's back and forth, and I got mixed feelings on this new draft package. But to finish second, and sucks my teammate got taken out, but he was spotting for me at the end, and it worked out pretty good.
Well, that's good. You know that you were in that place to get second away, and man, you just weaved through all that wreckage. But tell us about how you got some of that damage on there. That's what I was asking you when you got drug out of the channel. How did you get all that damage on the front of your truck?
I got caught up in that last caution, bobbing and weaving. It didn't work out, and I had to make a couple of pit stops, and that's where I ended up.
Well, the main thing is did you have a good time out there, even though you got second place?
Well, I had a blast, man. You can't be upset with second place.
Oh, no. Definitely not. All right. Well, anybody you want to shout out to or thank?
First and foremost, I got to thank my buddy Johnny. Without him, I mean, we wouldn't. I don't think we'd be running quite as good. And I got a shout out to Donate Life and Pad and everybody that's on this truck, and also to you, Rudy.
Okay, Anthony. Well, thanks for talking with us, and congratulations on second place. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, Anthony, I got one quick question for you. I know we was looking there, all that running was going on. If you hadn't have got caught up in that last caution, could you make it on fuel?
Yes.
how close were you? Because I was looking at the last time you were on pit road was lap 54.
That'd be 46
I probably
laps.
would have run out probably 50 feet shy of the line, but I think I would have made it.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
10-4, well, good run, bud.
Thank you.
All right, now we're back to Martin Porter. Martin, we seen you blinking at the beginning of the race, and man, we thought, oh, this is going to be a long race for you. It looked like guys didn't want to get around you too awful close, but it seemed like it straightened out the longer you ran and got yourself back into position here to bring home third tonight. So tell us about your racing and what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long race. It was a great race with Maxima. You know, I took a couple of months off racing with these guys to focus on other things. So it's great to come back and have a good race and all with them. But yeah, I was blinking for a while because I had a storm come through and it was just messing up everything. And then it stopped raining and all that stuff, and it went better. The internet started working correctly, and started making my way back up front. I mean, I had a good race. I mean, got caught up in 3 wrecks, I believe. The last one really hurt me. I cranked up the front end a little bit. Thought it when it hurt anything. I saw the 77 front end's messed up, and he was still holding on and sucking up the driver, so I didn't think it would hurt me, and it did.
Well, it was still a good run. And did you even think that you were going to have a third place truck tonight? Or, I mean, you were looking really strong there for the longest time.
I did. I really thought I had at least a top 5 car. Then when we went back to green, I just lost. I was 2 miles an hour slower than everybody else, and I was 6th place, but they started reckoning 3 and 4, and I gained 3 positions out of it. So that was nothing but luck.
There you go. Well, anybody you want to thank?
You know, gotta thank Sean and Gary Cleaver, putting on this great league and all that. I know they added a couple of different tracks this season, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, enjoy racing with a lot of these guys and talking to them. And gotta thank, you guys, MaxSpeedTV, putting on the broadcast and all that. I know you guys take a lot of time out of your day and do a lot of broadcasts for a lot of people.
Okay, Martin, thank you and appreciate that very much. But thanks for talking with us. And again, congrats on third place, man. Good job. Wade slipping through there to get that.
Thank you.
All right, well, Tommy, I guess that kind of leaves us to you winning the championship. Now, I don't know, are you still out on the track doing burnouts, or what are you doing?
I was. I think I bloated up.
Oh, and I missed it. Doggone it. Well, let me see if I can find it real quick here.
Yeah, just rewind a little bit. It's there.
Well, I'm not there. Let's see, how can I do this? If I could take it to the end. Okay, and then go. See, it's not going to let me. There it is. Let's see. I don't think it's going to let me. Well, anyhow, talk about your championship, because apparently you are the champion here. All you had to do was start and park tonight. You started the race, you ran, and come on pit road and sat here and helped me commentate the race. So, man, I'm telling you what, going back out onto the track there at the end and doing burnouts, hey, that's pretty cool. But talk about your whole season here.
I mean, the season over here has been great. I got in with these guys over here. I think the last race or two of last season, and decided I was going to go ahead and try to run for the championship this season. Got out there, was able to have some real good finishes. I think he ended up, let's see, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think I had like 4 poles and 3 or 4 wins or something. Let's see, 4 wins and 4 poles, 11 top 10s out of 12 races. So, I mean, I don't guess I can be too mad about that. And 8 of them were top 5s. I really hate it. I know Travis Ryder him and I were real close in points through this season, and he missed a race. which dropped him back pretty far. And Justin Michael had some real bad luck there, a couple races, and same thing with him. But other than that, all in all, it was a great season. Great group of guys over here to race with. I know if you're looking for a good, really good base league to run with some good drivers, good clean drivers, right here's where you need to be. These guys put on a great show, as you've seen. Tonight wasn't one of the best ones, but you can go back and watch the broadcast for the races that we've done. And it's all fun. We get out here, we have a good time. Other than that, all in all, it was a great season. Just give a big congratulations. I think Justin ended up second, and I'm not sure how the Travis and Wally thing ended up, because Wally was like 20 points behind Travis, and I know Travis disconnected early in that race, so that might have closed that up. And Wally might have got around him, but if he did, congratulations to Wally on the third, or Travis, whoever ended up getting it. Big thanks to you, Rudy, for doing the broadcast for us all year, all season. Can't wait till next season, and then the season after that, just to keep running races over here and having a good time.
There you go. All right, well, go out there and celebrate, brother, and go collect your money.
That's right.
All right, I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
Yep. Okay, we're going to run down through the results of tonight's race. Craig Hawkins coming home the winner. Anthony Corey second. Martin Porter third. Robert O'Neill fourth. Scott Sanderson fifth. Tyler Stanley coming in sixth. Wally Turheimer seventh. DeJuan Chandler eighth. Scott Brinson ninth. Kerry Cleaver 10th. Sean Zulu in 11th. Johnny Smith 12th. Chris Voiles 13th. Cody Griffin 14th. Chris Mulhall 15th. Lee Ridge 16th. Justin Michael 17th. Travis Browder 18th. Donald Sadusky 19th. And Tommy Lee 20th after he just did a start and park for the championship. Congratulations to him for the championship here at Maximum Velocity. So, all right, folks. Well, that'll wrap it up for Max Velocity here tonight. Thank you for watching on MaxSpeedTV. We will see you tomorrow night for Checkers Out Racing. That'll be at 6:45. We'll probably be live about 7 o'clock or right about 7. So, here on YouTube. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night. Till then, stay safe and have a good night, folks.